Why does brain freeze hurt so much? This sudden, sharp headache has a fancy name: sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. When you enjoy a cold treat too quickly, like ice cream or a frosty drink, the extreme cold shocks the blood vessels in your mouth. As these blood vessels cool down, they constrict rapidly, which sends a confusing signal to your brain. This signal is interpreted as pain, leading to that annoying sensation we all know too well. It's fascinating how our bodies respond to temperature changes, highlighting their sensitivity. Brain freeze usually lasts just a few seconds but can feel much longer. So why does it happen specifically with cold substances? One theory suggests that the body's way of regulating temperature gets thrown off, causing the brain to react defensively. While it's rarely harmful, it teaches us a valuable lesson about moderation. Enjoy your frozen treats slowly. Next time you reach for that scoop of ice cream, remember to take it easy to avoid that chilling headache. Believe it or not, Bayer invented aspirin in 1899. This innovative company started as a chemical manufacturer, but quickly made its mark in the world of medicine with the creation of this iconic painkiller. Aspirin revolutionized how we treat pain and inflammation, becoming a household name. But Bayer didn't stop there. They also played a crucial role in advancing healthcare by producing the first synthetic insulin. This breakthrough provided a lifeline for diabetes patients, allowing them to manage their condition more effectively. In addition, Bayer developed oral contraceptives, giving countless women more control over their reproductive health. These contributions not only showcase Bayer's commitment to improving lives, but also highlight the powerful intersection of chemistry and healthcare. It's fascinating to think how one company's innovations have shaped modern medicine and transformed everyday lives. So the next time you reach for aspirin, remember its remarkable journey and the many health advancements that followed. What other inventions have changed our lives in unexpected ways? Why does your eye have a separate immune system? It turns out that our eyeballs are unique when it comes to how they defend themselves. This special immune system operates independently from the rest of the body, which is quite fascinating. The eyes need this separate defense because they face a lot of potential threats from the outside world, such as dust and germs. However, this unique arrangement can also have a downside. Sometimes the body may mistakenly recognize its own eye tissues as foreign invaders and launch an attack on them. This can lead to conditions like autoimmune diseases, where the immune system unwittingly harms the very parts it should protect. To prevent this, researchers have been studying the eye's immune responses closely, hoping to discover ways to keep our vision safe while understanding how to handle immune-related issues. Isn't it amazing how our body works in such intricate ways to protect our most precious sense? Did you know that humans and pigs are surprisingly similar? Research shows that the chemical composition of human tissue closely resembles that of pigs. This startling similarity can create confusion. In fact, if you were to taste both meats in a blind taste test, you might struggle to tell them apart. Both human and pig muscles contain similar proteins and fatty acids, which contribute to their comparable flavors and textures. This resemblance is one reason why pigs are often used in scientific research relating to human physiology. For instance, studies on pig organs help scientists understand organ transplants and healing processes in humans. So, while we may look quite different on the outside, our bodies share some fundamental biological traits with these clever animals. Isn't it fascinating how closely linked we are to pigs in such unexpected ways? This might surprise you. Tesla's global reach is astonishing. Tesla's electric vehicles are now sold in over 40 countries, showcasing its impressive expansion across various continents, including North America, Europe, and Asia. This international presence means that from bustling cities in the US to quiet towns in Norway, you can see Tesla's innovative EVs on the roads. Since its inception, the company has rapidly ascended to become one of the top-selling electric vehicle manufacturers worldwide, capturing the attention of eco-conscious consumers and tech enthusiasts alike. As more people prioritize sustainability and cutting-edge technology, Tesla continues to lead the charge by not just selling cars but promoting clean energy solutions. This shift is reshaping the automotive industry, making electric vehicles more mainstream and accessible than ever before. Could it be that we are witnessing a revolution in how we think about driving? Prepare to be amazed by ancient Roman pranks. In the bustling streets of ancient Rome, humor was alive and well, thanks to a playful trick involving sandals. Roman citizens had a unique way of causing laughter. They would sneak up on unsuspecting sleepers and place sandals on their hands. Once their victims were gently startled, they would instinctively slap their own faces, creating a comical scene that would leave bystanders in stitches. This amusing tradition shows that even thousands of years ago, people enjoyed lighthearted mischief, not so different from the pranks we see today. It reflects how humor transcends time and cultures, reminding us that laughter has always been a universal language. So the next time you chuckle at a prank, remember that ancient Romans were sharing the joy of humor long before us. How fun is that? This might surprise you. Why is J missing from the periodic table? It's a curious fact that the letter J holds the dubious honor of being the only letter not represented on the periodic table. The periodic table organizes all known chemical elements, serving as an essential reference for scientists and students alike. Each element features a unique symbol, typically derived from its name, using letters from the alphabet. However, in the historical context of naming elements, J simply didn't make the cut. Many elements were named based on their Latin or Greek origins, where the letter J wasn't utilized in the same way we know it today. Instead, we see familiar symbols like H for hydrogen and C for carbon taking their place. This absence of J doesn't mean that there aren't theoretical elements that could have started with it. Rather, it underscores the rich history of discovery and classification in the scientific community. The fascinating quirks of the periodic table not only provide a systematic view of matter, but also tell a compelling story about the evolution of scientific language and classification. So the next time you study the periodic table, ponder the intriguing narratives behind its arrangement and the centuries of knowledge it represents. Surprisingly, smiling can actually make you happier. Research shows that forcing a smile can boost your mood by sending positive signals to your brain. When you smile, even if it feels a bit forced at first, it can trigger the release of feel-good chemicals like endorphins. One fascinating study revealed that people who receive Botox injections, which prevent them from frowning, reported feeling noticeably happier. This suggests that reducing the ability to frown might help create a more positive mindset. So whether it's a genuine grin or a practiced smile, the simple act of smiling can make a big difference in how you feel. Next time you're feeling down, try putting on a smile, even if you don't feel like it. You might be surprised by the uplifting effect it can have. Why not give it a shot and see how it changes your day? What if I told you Jim Carrey's tooth has a wild story? While filming the iconic comedy Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey made an unexpected revelation about his grin. During a scene, he temporarily had to remove a dental crown, exposing his chipped tooth, which he got from a childhood fight. This charming flaw became part of his quirky persona, adding authenticity to his goofy character, Lloyd Christmas. Carrey's willingness to show this imperfection not only made his performance more relatable, but also connected with audiences who appreciate genuine characters. He embraced his imperfections, reminding us that it's okay to have quirks, whether they're about our teeth or something else. Carrey's unique smile, built on a story of youthful adventure and a bit of mischief, turned into an essential aspect of his identity. Isn't it fascinating how a simple childhood incident can shape someone into a beloved star? Why exactly does the Cherrig Bolton boulder fascinate adventurers? This jaw-dropping natural wonder is located within a mountain crevasse on Norway's stunning Cherrig Mountain, which rises over 3,000 feet high. This colossal rock isn't merely a random boulder. It reveals a history that dates back to the last ice age. As glaciers melted and retreated, they abandoned this giant stone in its precarious position, offering a breathtaking sight for any daring visitor. The Cherrig Bolton boulder has since become a hotspot for thrill seekers, particularly base jumpers who leap from its heights and experience the exhilarating rush of soaring into the vastness below. Not only does it satisfy the adrenaline cravings of adventurers, but it also serves as a captivating backdrop for photographers and tourists alike, capturing iconic images that showcase both nature's artistic flair and the human spirit of adventure. So if you're planning a trip to Norway, don't miss your chance to witness the Bolten boulder, where spectacular beauty meets a slice of geological history and an unforgettable thrill. Did you know Emma Chamberlain ditched most of her clothes? In a bold move that surprised many, Emma, a popular influencer with 15 million Instagram followers, decided to eliminate 90% of her wardrobe. This decision came as she sought to step back from the relentless internet fashion cycle, a world that often pressures individuals to constantly buy and discard outfits. By shrinking her closet, Emma not only simplified her life, but also made a statement about sustainability. She aims to encourage her followers to think critically about fast fashion and the impact it has on the environment. With contracts from high-end brands like Louis Vuitton and Cartier, Emma remains a fashion icon, yet she's now challenging the norms of consumerism. Her action sparks a crucial conversation. Can we embrace our individuality without being trapped by trends? Let's rethink our relationship with fashion. Believe it or not, carob is a chocolate alternative. This tasty treat comes from the carob tree, scientifically known as Serotonia siliqua. While many people enjoy it as a healthier substitute for chocolate, its roots trace back to the sunny Mediterranean and Middle Eastern regions. The carob pods, which are the fruit of the tree, are harvested, dried, and ground into a fine powder. This powder has a naturally sweet flavor and is often mixed into snacks, desserts, and drinks. You can find carob in everything from energy bars to ice creams, making it a versatile ingredient. Plus, carob is caffeine-free and packed with nutrients like fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins, making it a popular choice for those looking for a healthier option. It's cultivated in countries like Portugal, showcasing its broad appeal. Have you ever tried this chocolate alternative? Did you know about the incredible Olmec civilization? The Olmecs flourished in what is now Mexico long before the Mayans and Aztecs ever existed. They are best known for their striking giant stone heads, which can be as large as cars. These impressive sculptures, made from basalt, illustrate the Olmecs' remarkable artistry and advanced techniques. Additionally, they created some of the earliest cities in Mesoamerica, laying down the groundwork for cultures that came later. The Olmecs' influence can be seen in their trading networks, religious beliefs, and social structures, which inspired future civilizations in the region. They likely played a significant role in the development of writing and calendar systems in Mesoamerica. Despite their achievements, the Olmec civilization eventually declined, leaving behind a fascinating yet mysterious legacy. What can we learn from their remarkable history? Hard to believe, but math can be this complex. In the 20th century, mathematicians crafted a jaw-dropping proof that shows an equation equal to 2, and get this, it's a whopping 370 pages long. This mind-boggling length reveals just how intricate mathematical proofs can be. It seems like a simple statement, right? However, diving into the world of proofs requires a deep understanding of logic, theory, and various mathematical concepts. Each page in this lengthy document builds on ideas and principles that might seem unrelated at first glance. The equation serves as a reminder of the beauty and complexity of mathematics, as well as the dedication of those who work tirelessly to unravel its mysteries. So, next time you think about numbers, remember that some truths are not just simple, they can be incredibly elaborate. Can you imagine reading a book more than 370 pages long just to prove one small idea? Did you know the Titanic had its own library? This remarkable ship, which sank on its maiden voyage in 1912, boasted a stunning collection of over 1,000 books available exclusively for first-class passengers. Imagine stepping into a luxurious space where you could find everything from classic literature to contemporary works of that era. The library was designed not just for reading, but for socializing and relaxation, providing an elegant setting for passengers to unwind and indulge in their love of books. It showcased the Titanic's commitment to offering a lavish experience, catering to the tastes and interests of its wealthy travelers. Guests could grab a volume to enjoy on deck or engage in discussions with fellow book lovers. This unique feature highlights how even during a time of great technological advancement, the simple pleasure of reading remained a cherished pastime. While the Titanic is often remembered for its tragic fate, its library stands out as a symbol of the luxury and culture that defined this iconic vessel. What other extraordinary details about the Titanic are waiting to be uncovered? Let's uncover the truth about Malawi's tea industry. Malawi is often celebrated as Africa's second-largest tea producer, following closely behind Kenya. This small yet remarkable country surprises many with its significant role in the global tea market. Its unique landscape, characterized by lush hills and a subtropical climate, creates the perfect environment for various high-quality tea varieties. The tea industry is not simply about producing a beloved beverage. It is a vital pillar of Malawi's economy, providing thousands of jobs and supporting entire communities. From farmers who carefully cultivate tea plants to factory workers who skillfully process the leaves, the industry sustains many livelihoods. Furthermore, the distinct taste and quality of Malawian tea have earned it a loyal following among tea enthusiasts worldwide. Beyond economic benefits, the expansive tea plantations enhance the natural beauty of the region, drawing tourists who wish to experience the vibrant green scenery. So the next time you savor a comforting cup of tea, remember the dedication and hard work of Malawians who bring that delicious flavor to your table. Is it really true that Space Invaders has a tricky secret? This classic video game, released in 1978, is famous for its simple yet captivating gameplay. The creator, Tomohiro Nishikado, made a clever design decision that set it apart. He intentionally added a lag when more alien enemies filled the screen. Instead of allowing all the invaders to move smoothly, they would speed up whenever there were more of them visible. This lag was originally a technical limitation, but it quickly became a feature that added excitement and challenge. As players progressed and the screen filled with alien ships, the heightened speed created intense pressure to react quickly. This design choice not only made the game more difficult, but also kept players engaged, pushing them to improve their skills. Space Invaders became a groundbreaking hit, influencing countless games after it. Who knew technical limits could spark such creativity? Ever thought about why North Korea loves cash? In this isolated nation, cash reigns supreme in an economy devoid of credit cards and online transactions. The North Korean won serves as the national currency, yet it holds little value on the global stage, prompting many locals to prefer more stable currency options like the US dollar or Chinese yuan for their daily transactions. Imagine living life without the flicker of digital payments. For North Koreans, this scenario is entirely normal. The lack of a digital banking system does not merely reflect a preference for physical money. It highlights the country's stringent restrictions on foreign influence and interactions. Consequently, residents navigate their daily lives relying solely on the cash equivalent of their labor, making each transaction a tactile experience that feels like shopping in a different world. While this cash-only existence might seem daunting or outdated to outsiders, for those who call North Korea home, it's just another part of their everyday routine. Understanding this unique monetary system offers a glimpse into the complexities of life in North Korea, where the absence of modern banking tools reinforces a tightly controlled economic environment. Believe it or not, the small intestine is a giant. It stretches an impressive 20 feet long, making it much longer than the large intestine, which is only about 5 feet. Despite its name, the small intestine is slender, measuring just around 1 inch in diameter. In contrast, the large intestine is wider, with a diameter of about 3 inches, but it's shorter in length. This remarkable design helps our body absorb nutrients efficiently. The small intestine is where most digestion and nutrient absorption take place. With its winding structure and tiny villi lining its inner walls, it maximizes surface area for absorbing the vitamins and minerals we need from food. So, next time you think about your digestive system, remember just how much distance your small intestine covers to keep you healthy and energized. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies are designed for efficiency? Most people don't know this, but naked mole rats are extraordinary. These remarkable creatures are more than just biological curiosities. They embody a fascinating evolutionary success story. Living in colonies that resemble insect social structures, they have a single reproductive queen, while the rest of the colony comprises workers and soldiers. This unique social system allows them to thrive in their arid African habitats. But what truly sets naked mole rats apart is their astonishing biological adaptations. They possess a remarkable resistance to cancer, thanks to specialized proteins in their bodies that inhibit tumor growth and regulate cell overcrowding, effectively creating a natural shield against this common disease. Additionally, they can endure extreme conditions, including surviving without oxygen for up to 18 minutes. Remarkably, they can also live up to 10 times longer than other rodents of similar size while displaying minimal signs of aging. Scientists are fascinated by these traits and are diligently researching how the naked mole rat's unique biology could offer insights into human health and longevity. Could this bizarre rodent unlock the secrets of aging and cancer resistance for people everywhere? Hard to believe, but dogs wore spiked collars in ancient Greece. These unique collars were crafted by dog owners as a clever way to protect their furry friends from wolf attacks. In a time when wild animals were a genuine threat, safety was essential for both pets and their humans. These spiked collars acted like a form of armor, providing an extra layer of defense against any aggressive encounters. Owners understood that their dogs were valuable companions, and they wanted to keep them safe while still allowing them the freedom to roam. This practice highlights how deeply people cared for their pets, even thousands of years ago. It's fascinating to think that while we now pamper our dogs with cozy beds and treats, their ancient counterparts had to wear armor. So the next time you see a dog collar, just remember that historical context gives it a deeper meaning. Spicy food lovers, humans and tree shrews unite. It might surprise you to learn that humans and tree shrews are the only known species that actively seek out spicy food. This intriguing dietary preference sets them apart from countless other species that typically avoid spicy flavors. In fact, scientists believe that the preference for spice may have evolved as a way to ward off parasites and bacteria, making these food choices protective rather than purely indulgent. Tree shrews, small and furry mammals found in Southeast Asia, enjoy a variety of foods just like we do, and they've been observed snacking on spicy fruits and plants. On the other hand, our fondness for hot peppers is often linked to cultural practices and culinary traditions around the world. So whether you're sprinkling chili flakes on your pizza or indulging in a delicious curry, remember you're sharing that spicy passion with the humble tree shrew. Isn't it fascinating to see how our tastes in food connect us to other creatures in the animal kingdom? Did you know the equator crosses 13 nations? This imaginary line runs around the middle of our planet, creating a fascinating division between the northern and southern hemispheres. It touches 3 continents: South America, Africa, and Asia. Starting in South America, the equator slices through Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil, showcasing lush rainforests and vibrant cultures. As it moves across Africa, it stretches through São Tomé and Príncipe, Gabon, and both Congos, where you'll find incredible wildlife and diverse communities. Continuing its journey, the equator crosses Uganda, Kenya, and Somalia, bringing warm climates and unique ecosystems. Finally, it reaches the islands of the Maldives, Indonesia, and Kiribati, which boast stunning beaches and tropical wonders. This remarkable path through the world not only impacts weather patterns, but also supports an array of biodiversity. How amazing is it that one line can connect so many different cultures and ecosystems? Did you know that cheese can be a racing champion? In the charming town of Gloucester, England, a delightful tradition called Chase the Cheese captivates both locals and visitors alike. Every year, participants gather for this exhilarating event, which revolves around a round of double Gloucester cheese. As the cheese is released, it rolls down a steep hill at astonishing speeds, sometimes reaching up to 70 miles per hour. Eager competitors spring into action, racing after the runaway cheese in a hilarious and chaotic scene. The thrill of the chase often leads to tumbles and spills, but the laughter and excitement keep everyone cheering. The first person to cross the finish line not only earns the cheese but also gains bragging rights for an entire year. This zany spectacle has been celebrated for over 200 years, making it one of the UK's quirkiest events. Whether you're a cheese lover or just in search of unique experiences, Chase the Cheese promises laughter, friendly competition, and unforgettable memories. Are you ready to chase after a cheese wheel? Discover how dogs find elusive white truffles. The harvesting of white truffles is no straightforward task. It requires a keen sense of smell and some specialized help. Instead of using traditional tools, truffle hunters often rely on trained dogs or pigs to sniff out these underground delicacies. Did you know that these animals can detect the unique aroma of truffles from quite a distance? The process starts when hunters take their furry companions to the truffle-rich forests where the animals begin to search. As the dogs or pigs pick up the scent, they dig gently at the base of trees or in the soil to uncover the prized truffles hidden beneath the surface. Truffle hunting is a delightful mix of skill, trust, and teamwork, showcasing the incredible bond between humans and animals. Once harvested, these gourmet fungi can fetch astonishing prices in markets. So next time you enjoy a dish with white truffles, think about the skilled dogs and pigs that help make that possible. Isn't nature fascinating? Could mistakes actually inspire pride in people? Harvaya made a significant mistake, but rather than facing criticism, the community felt a sense of pride. This fascinating twist highlights a complex relationship between error and public perception. Often, when someone in charge of a large system makes a blunder, it can lead to disappointment. However, in Harvaya's case, the mistake became a rallying point for the people. They saw it as a testament to the human experience, where imperfections are part of the journey. It also showcased their unity and resilience, emphasizing that learning from errors can drive improvement and innovation. Managing large-scale operations is no easy feat, and mistakes can sometimes offer valuable lessons that lead to better practices in the future. Instead of shying away from failures, communities like Harvaya prove that embracing them can strengthen bonds and inspire positive change. So the next time a mistake happens, consider how it might just be the spark that ignites pride and progress. Did you know Spartans delayed marriage for a good reason? In ancient Sparta, girls couldn't marry until their late teens or even into their 20s. This strict law reflected the society's focus on producing strong and healthy warriors. Spartan leaders believed that by waiting, women had a better chance of being physically prepared for pregnancy and childbirth. Early marriages were thought to increase health risks for both mother and child, as young girls' bodies weren't fully developed. By enforcing this rule, Spartans aimed to ensure that every child born had the best chance of survival and growth. Interestingly, this practice contrasts sharply with many other ancient cultures, where early marriages were common. Spartans prioritized the well-being of women and future generations, illustrating the unique values of their society. Isn't it fascinating how different cultures approach the responsibilities of marriage and parenthood? Can you believe Jamaica in the Winter Olympics? In a surprising twist of history, Jamaica became the first tropical nation to compete in the Winter Olympics all the way back in 1988. This unique achievement came with the debut of the Jamaican bobsled team, which captured the hearts of fans around the world. These athletes, hailing from a country known for its warm weather and vibrant culture, faced many challenges. They trained on ice in a sport largely foreign to their homeland, yet they showcased determination and spirit throughout the competition. Despite not winning a medal, their incredible journey, highlighted in the popular movie Cool Runnings, inspired many and broke stereotypes about who can excel in winter sports. The team's participation not only opened doors for other tropical nations in future Winter Games, but also sparked a dialogue about diversity in sports. Today, Jamaica continues to send athletes to the Winter Olympics, illustrating that with passion and perseverance, anything is possible. Who knows what other surprises await us in the world of sports? What sparked Congress's decision in the first Gulf War? The testimony of a young Kuwaiti nurse played a crucial role in shaping public opinion and influencing Congress. This nurse, named Naira, claimed she witnessed horrific atrocities committed by Iraqi soldiers against Kuwaiti infants in a hospital. Her emotional accounts depicted shocking scenes, including soldiers removing babies from incubators, which stirred outrage and sympathy among the American public. Her testimony was presented during a public hearing organized by the Congressional Human Rights Caucus in 1990, and it quickly made headlines, creating a powerful narrative of the conflict. This dramatic story fueled calls for intervention and helped Congress decide to authorize military action against Iraq. However, later investigations revealed that her claims were exaggerated or fabricated, raising ethical questions about the impact of such testimonies on political decisions. This case showcases how powerful narratives can sway government actions and public sentiment, even when the truth is more complex than it appears. Why do stories like this influence history so much? Here's what actually happens when you won't believe what's beneath Europa's icy surface: Jupiter's moon. Europa is a captivating realm that intrigues scientists and dreamers alike. Beneath its thick ice crust lies an expansive ocean, potentially containing more than twice the amount of water found on Earth. This hidden sea remains warm due to the gravitational forces exerted by Jupiter, creating a dynamic and potentially habitable environment. The ocean is not only salty and rich in nutrients, but it also raises exciting possibilities for the existence of life beyond our planet. NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission aims to delve into these mysteries by studying Europa's icy exterior and analyzing the geysers that eject water vapor into space. These plumes might provide essential insights into the ocean lurking beneath. If microbial life is present in Europa's depths, it could reshape our understanding of life in the universe in its many forms. Imagine robotic explorers traversing this alien waterway, revealing biological secrets that have remained hidden for eons. Europa is a lot more than just an ice-covered satellite. It could hold the key to understanding life's potential across the cosmos. What drove Daniel Day-Lewis in The Last of the Mohicans? This talented actor took his commitment to realism to the next level by actually living in the forest for months. To prepare for his role as Hawkeye, Day-Lewis completely immersed himself in nature, hunting for his own food and steering clear of modern comforts. This intense approach meant more than just acting. He truly embraced the lifestyle of a frontiersman. Imagine waking up in a tent, surrounded by trees, and figuring out how to craft wooden canoes by hand. His determination didn't stop there. He even learned survival skills to help him understand what life would have been like in the 1700s. By doing this, he brought authenticity to his performance that few actors can achieve. This level of dedication shines through on screen, making his portrayal unforgettable. Day-Lewis's transformation inspires actors and fans alike to appreciate the lengths one might go to for a role. Would you be willing to give up modern conveniences for your dream job? Why does Texas have a quirky crime law? In Texas, there's a humorous yet unofficial law that suggests criminals should give their victims a full 24-hour notice before committing any crime. While this law isn't enforceable and can't be found in any statute books, it certainly captures the unique spirit and sense of humor that many associate with the Lone Star State. Imagine receiving a text message or a knock on the door from a would-be burglar letting you know, "Hey, I'm planning to rob you tomorrow." The idea points to a lighthearted take on law and order, reflecting how Texans often balance serious matters with a bit of fun. Despite its comedic angle, this notion does raise interesting questions about accountability and ethics in crime. So next time you think of Texas, remember that beneath its vast landscapes and cowboy culture, there's a law that'll make you chuckle. Ever thought about why moon shadows are so dark? On the lunar surface, shadows are strikingly darker than those we experience on Earth. This fascinating phenomenon happens because the moon lacks an atmosphere to diffuse sunlight. Without this atmospheric scattering, sunlight creates bold, deep shadows that can severely limit visibility for astronauts exploring the terrain. Imagine walking in an area where shadows seem to swallow up everything around you. Even more intriguing is that footprints left by astronauts during the Apollo missions can last for millions of years on the moon. Why? There are no natural elements like wind or rain to wear them away, preserving human traces for eons. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that those dark patches you see are shadows that tell a story of exploration, stark environments, and the incredible durability of our marks on the cosmos. You might be shocked to learn that kanzi can cook. This remarkable 34-year-old chimpanzee has shown us just how intelligent animals can be. Not only does kanzi know how to start a fire, but he also uses it to prepare delicious meals. Imagine a chimp gathering ingredients like eggs and vegetables, then whipping up an omelet over a crackling flame. This amazing skill demonstrates that kanzi has not only the ability to think creatively, but also the dexterity needed to handle cooking tasks. In the wild, chimpanzees use tools and have social structures, but kanzi's cooking skills take intelligence to another level. His talent challenges our understanding of animal capabilities and sheds light on the cognitive world of primates. How many other surprises might we discover about our furry cousins in the future? Did you know that Japan's population is enormous? With around 125 million people, Japan stands as one of the most populous countries in the world. This large population is interesting because it exists within a relatively small land area, making Japan one of the most densely populated nations too. Tokyo, the capital city, is a bustling metropolis that houses over 14 million residents, making it one of the largest cities globally. Japan's population comprises a mix of rich traditions and modern influences, contributing to a vibrant culture that resonates worldwide. However, Japan is also facing challenges as its aging population increases and birth rates continue to decline, leading to concerns about future workforce sustainability. How will Japan balance these demographic shifts while keeping its unique culture alive? The answers could provide valuable lessons for other countries experiencing similar changes. Why exactly does eating pineapple hurt your mouth? Pineapples and kiwis are more than just tasty tropical fruits. They contain an enzyme called bromelain that digests proteins. This nifty enzyme breaks down proteins not only in the food we eat, but also in our own tissues. So every time you bite into a juicy pineapple or a sweet kiwi, bromelain starts working away, breaking down the proteins in your mouth. This can lead to that tingling or burning sensation some people experience after enjoying these fruits. The good news? Your mouth usually heals quickly, and this enzyme can actually help digest food and may even have anti-inflammatory benefits. So while that brief discomfort might make you wince, it's just a sign that these fruits are hard at work doing what they do best, helping your body. Have you felt that sensation after munching on a pineapple? Uncover the gorita plant's amazing oxygen transport secret. This incredible plant is classified as a protein-like organism, and it boasts a remarkable feature: superior hemocyanin compared to hemoglobin. But what does this mean? Hemocyanin is a copper-based protein that allows the gorita to transport oxygen more efficiently than many traditional blood components, like hemoglobin, the protein found in our own blood. This unique characteristic not only highlights the gorita plant's fascinating biology, but also emphasizes its importance in the ecosystem. By efficiently transporting oxygen, the gorita helps various forms of life thrive, showcasing the interconnectedness of nature. Imagine a plant that acts like a blood transporter, playing a vital role in sustaining the environment around it. The study of such plants can inspire future research in biotechnology and medicine, potentially leading to groundbreaking discoveries. So next time you hear about exotic plants, remember the gorita and its incredible ability to contribute to the survival of many living beings. How many other amazing secrets do plants hold? Here's a wild fact about crossword puzzles. The first crossword puzzle was published in 1913 by journalist Arthur Wynne in the New York World. Originally called a word cross, this intriguing puzzle featured just 32 words. Picture this: a grid filled with clever clues that challenge your vocabulary and quick thinking. Arthur Wynne created it as a fun way for readers to engage with the newspaper. But little did he know, he sparked a worldwide phenomenon. Today, crossword puzzles are not just a popular pastime. They are found in newspapers, magazines, and even dedicated apps. Enthusiasts of all ages enjoy solving these brain-teasing challenges, often gathering to share tips and strategies. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newbie, diving into a crossword puzzle offers a delightful mix of learning and entertainment. Have you tried one today? Guess what really drives movie magic in London? At the Prince Charles Cinema, a unique group of volunteers takes on the role of silent ninjas, ensuring moviegoers have an uninterrupted experience. These dedicated volunteers blend into the shadows, dressed in ninja attire, ready to swoop in and address any disruptions. Imagine watching an epic film and suddenly spotting a ninja gliding down the aisle. Their mission is simple yet vital: keep the atmosphere focused and enjoyable for everyone. These ninjas are trained to intervene quietly and effectively, minimizing distractions without causing a scene. Patrons appreciate this quirky initiative, knowing that their cinematic adventure is protected by these stealthy guardians. Plus, it adds a fun twist to the experience. So the next time you visit the Prince Charles Cinema, keep an eye out for these surprising protectors of film enjoyment. After all, they're there to make your movie night unforgettable. Believe it or not, Kermode bears live in Canada. These unique creatures, often called spirit bears, are a rare sight, found almost exclusively on Vancouver Island. Unlike regular black bears, Kermode bears can have a striking white coat due to a genetic trait. This fascinating feature has led to their nickname, spirit bears, which connects to indigenous cultures that regard them as symbols of good luck and strength. Vancouver Island provides the perfect habitat for these bears, thanks to its lush forests and abundant salmon streams. The local environment offers plenty of food, allowing these remarkable animals to thrive. However, Kermode bears are endangered, facing threats from habitat loss and climate change. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect their habitat and ensure their survival for future generations. Observing these majestic creatures in the wild is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, making the allure of Vancouver Island even more captivating. Have you ever imagined encountering a spirit bear in its natural habitat? Believe it or not, German was once a top language. Before World War I, German was the second most widely spoken language in the United States, richly woven into the fabric of American life. Cities with large German-speaking populations saw thriving newspapers, vibrant cultural events, and numerous schools teaching in German. Places like Cincinnati and Milwaukee were hubs of German language and culture, showcasing music, literature, and cuisine that reflected this heritage. However, the outbreak of World War I brought a wave of anti-German sentiment, causing many to view the language with suspicion and hostility. As a result, German-speaking institutions faced intense pressure, leading to the suppression of the language in public life. This rapid decline transformed communities, as many schools switched to English and businesses dropped German in favor of loyalty to the United States. Today, we can only imagine the rich traditions that once flourished in our towns. Here's a wild fact about Kazakhstan's size. Did you know that Kazakhstan is not only the largest landlocked country, but also the 9th largest country in the entire world? Spanning over 2.7 million square kilometers, this massive nation is mostly known for its endless steppes, mountains, and deserts. With such a vast expanse, Kazakhstan is home to only about 19 million people, making its population density one of the lowest on the planet. Think about it. With so much space, you can find entire regions where you might not see another person for miles. The unique geography of Kazakhstan features beautiful landscapes, from the snow-capped peaks of the Altai Mountains to the arid terrain of the Kazakh Desert. It's a fascinating blend of culture, history, and nature that offers a glimpse into the vastness of our world. Have you ever thought about how different life must be in such an enormous space? Is it really true that a diamond sold for $57 million? In 2016, the dazzling Oppenheimer Blue Diamond made headlines when it was auctioned off for an astonishing $57.3 million. This stunning gem, weighing 14.62 carats, is not just any diamond. It shines with a rare blue hue, highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. The auction took place at Sotheby's in Hong Kong and attracted bidders from all over the world. Eager to claim this exquisite treasure, its hefty price tag made it the most expensive jewel sold at auction until the following year, when the Pink Star Diamond took the crown. The Oppenheimer Blue, named after its former owner, Sir Philip Oppenheimer, is particularly special due to its unique color and clarity, which gives it an unmatched brilliance. Collectors know that diamonds like this rarely come onto the market, making its sale a remarkable event in the jewelry world. Have you ever imagined owning something so priceless? Check out what ants can really carry. Did you know that ants have tiny abdomens that can hold about 7 microliters of liquid? This might not sound like much, but it's fascinating to think about the role their bodies play in their daily lives. Ants are some of the most industrious creatures on Earth, tirelessly foraging for food and building complex colonies. Their small size allows them to navigate tight spaces, and their abdomens help them store liquids like water or even sugary substances found in their environment. This capacity is crucial for their survival, especially in hot climates where water can be scarce. When ants find a source of liquid, they can quickly absorb it and carry it back to their nest. Imagine them scurrying along with their tiny bellies filled, providing for their entire colony. Think about how such a small creature simplifies tasks that might seem daunting to us. Ants might be tiny, but they have an impressive ability to adapt and thrive in various habitats, making them vital players in our ecosystems. Let's discover the magic of Brian Detmer's book sculptures. This Atlanta-based artist takes old, forgotten books and transforms them into stunning three-dimensional art pieces. Using meticulous cutting, carving, and sculpting techniques, Detmer uncovers hidden forms within the pages, making them come alive in a way that amazes everyone who sees his work. Imagine flipping through an ordinary book only to find a meticulously crafted sculpture that shifts your perspective on literature. Each piece tells a story of its own, where words become shapes and ideas morph into intricate designs. By breathing new life into discarded books, Detmer not only preserves their essence, but also challenges our understanding of art and value. His sculptures encourage us to rethink how we engage with printed materials, reminding us that beauty can be found in unexpected places. So the next time you see a book, consider what lies beneath its surface. What hidden artistry might be waiting to be revealed? Did you know about Steinbeck's dog eating his manuscript? In a surprising twist of fate, celebrated author John Steinbeck faced a hilarious yet frustrating predicament while writing his iconic novel of Mice and Men. After pouring his heart and soul into the manuscript, he discovered that his dog had chewed up and devoured half of it. Instead of panicking, Steinbeck took a novel approach. He humorously requested extra time from his editor to rewrite the lost sections, turning a potential disaster into a memorable story. This amusing episode not only showcases Steinbeck's resilience, but also highlights the unpredictable challenges writers often encounter. Dogs might be man's best friend, but sometimes they can also become a writer's worst enemy. Have you ever faced an unexpected obstacle while working on something important? Why exactly do urban shelters need solar capsules? In response to homelessness, innovative self-sufficient solar capsules were developed in Germany, offering a safe haven for those in need. These remarkable capsules provide warmth and protection from harsh weather, significantly improving the comfort of their users. The design isn't just about shelter. It incorporates smart technology that detects nearby individuals, automatically opening doors for easy access. Imagine a place where someone without a home can find refuge from the biting cold, while also being equipped with solar power to ensure their basic needs are met. This technology reduces dependence on traditional resources and creates an environmentally friendly solution to a pressing social issue. As cities grapple with homelessness, could these solar capsules be a beacon of hope and change in urban landscapes? Is it really true that coin tosses aren't 50-50? A fascinating study from Stanford University reveals that the odds of winning a coin toss might actually be skewed. Instead of an even 50-50 chance, the study suggests that there's a slight advantage for the side of the coin that is facing up when it's tossed. This means the probability of the coin landing on that side is closer to 51%, while the other side trails at about 49%. Researchers found that this tiny edge can be attributed to the way the coin spins and flips during the toss. The mechanics of the toss involve the speed, angle, and surface it lands on, creating a microscopic bias. While this doesn't change the game for most situations, it opens the door to interesting discussions about chance and randomness. Imagine flipping a coin and realizing that the outcome might be influenced by the initial position. This small but significant finding encourages us to think deeper about how seemingly random events can have hidden patterns. What other assumptions about chance could be challenged next? Guess what Johnny Depp and Hunter S. Thompson have in common? Johnny Depp has brought the wild spirit of Hunter S. Thompson to life in two unforgettable films. Known for his eccentric character, Thompson was a groundbreaking journalist and author whose work captured the chaotic essence of 1960s America. Depp first portrayed him in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, diving headfirst into a psychedelic adventure through the desert. He embodied Thompson's quirks, from his wild hair to his love for rum and surreal escapades, and that performance earned him significant acclaim. Later, Depp revisited Thompson in The Rum Diary, showcasing a more reflective side of the writer as he navigates love and journalism in a 1950s Puerto Rico. The roles demonstrate Depp's incredible range, allowing him to capture Thompson's complexity and wit in different contexts. Both films offer a unique glimpse into the life of a man who challenged conventions and lived life on his terms. How did Depp manage to capture Thompson's essence so perfectly? Have you ever smelled the scent of old books? A remarkable team of scientists took a creative leap to capture this beloved aroma in a perfume named Paper Passion. This unique fragrance simulates the delightful scent of aging paper, ink, and bindings, transporting wearers into a world brimming with history and stories. The team meticulously researched the specific compounds found in classic books to create a blend that evokes nostalgia and warmth. Imagine walking into an ancient library where the pages of countless tales whisper their stories to you. With Paper Passion, fans of literature can enjoy this comforting scent in their daily lives, whether they're browsing a bookstore or relaxing at home. The idea of wearing a fragrance inspired by books not only appeals to our sense of smell, but also sparks curiosity about the stories hidden within our favorite novels. This innovative perfume serves as a wonderful reminder of our connection to literature and the rich experiences that come along with reading. Isn't it exciting to think about wearing a fragrance that tells a story? Why exactly does the wooden axle matter? This discovery is a game changer in understanding ancient transportation. Archaeologists unearthed a wooden axle together with a wheel, sparking excitement about early engineering. It shows that these wheels weren't just standalone objects. They were part of a cart system. The axle's fixed attachment points indicate a remarkable innovation. Both the wheel and axle rotated together, creating a smoother ride and better handling. This design is quite different from later ones, where wheels could turn independently of the axle. It reflects the ingenuity of our ancestors as they sought efficient ways to transport goods and people. Such findings not only give us a glimpse into their everyday lives, but also highlight the evolution of technology over time. Who knew a simple piece of wood could tell us so much about history? Is it really true that bonsai trees can live for centuries? Absolutely. Bonsai is a remarkable art form that originated in Japan, emphasizing the cultivation of miniature trees to capture the beauty of nature in a tiny space. Rather than being a specific species, bonsai can be created from many different types of trees, each carefully nurtured and shaped by skilled artists. This involves techniques like pruning, wiring, and repotting to encourage unique growth patterns that mimic the grandeur of full-size trees. Interestingly, some bonsai trees are over 100 years old, with a few even reaching the age of several centuries. Caring for a bonsai requires patience and commitment, as these tiny wonders need regular attention, including proper watering, sunlight, and seasonal adjustments. Whether you're an experienced gardener or a curious beginner, creating and caring for bonsai can be a deeply rewarding experience, turning your home into a beautiful slice of nature. Here's a wild fact about the Boring Conference. This unique event celebrates seemingly mundane topics, turning what many consider ordinary into fascinating discussions. Imagine a room filled with passionate speakers sharing insights about barcodes, sneezes, and other everyday subjects that often go unnoticed. The Boring Conference, which began in 2010, has grown in popularity as attendees find joy in the unexpected depth of these topics. Each presentation lasts about 10 minutes, allowing speakers to delve into their quirky interests. like the history of paper clips or the science of yawning. Listeners often leave with newfound appreciation for the small things in life, proving that even the most trivial subjects can spark curiosity and creativity. Whether you're a fan of unusual trivia or just love to learn something new, the Boring Conference shows us that there's excitement hidden in the everyday, reminding us to look closer at the world around us. Surprisingly, it's a fact that restaurants can be green. Many dining establishments are stepping up their game by focusing on local and sustainable ingredients. And one notable example is a local restaurant that takes this commitment seriously. The menu features fresh produce sourced from nearby farms, ensuring meals are not only tasty, but also support the local economy. By choosing seasonal ingredients, the restaurant reduces its carbon footprint, proving that you can enjoy delicious food while being kind to the planet. Additionally, they always strive to minimize waste by composting scraps and using biodegradable takeout containers. Diners appreciate knowing their meal contributes to environmental responsibility, and many take pride in being part of the solution when they choose to eat there. How amazing is it that enjoying a meal can also support our planet's health? Can you really sneeze with your eyes open? It's a fascinating fact that your body has a built-in safety feature that keeps your eyes closed when you sneeze. This reflex is an automatic response that helps protect your eyes from any potential debris or pathogens that might be expelled during the sneeze. When you feel a sneeze coming on, your body triggers a series of actions. Your eyes close, your chest tightens, and your diaphragm contracts to push air out forcefully. This reflex occurs because your brain sends signals to various muscles, ensuring your eyelids shield your eyes from the rapid expulsion of air and particles. Ever noticed how sneezing is often accompanied by a sudden blink or closing of the eyes? It's not just a coincidence. While some people may joke about holding their eyes open during a sneeze, the body's reflex is too strong to override. So the next time you feel that tickle in your nose, remember it's not just about the sneeze, it's also about keeping your eyes protected. Is it really true that someone drove in reverse at 56 km/h? Yes, it is. Scott Burner made history with an extraordinary feat by driving his car backward at an astonishing speed of 56 miles per hour for a distance of 1,120 feet. This incredible record-breaking maneuver showcases not only his skills behind the wheel, but also the limits of human ability. Imagine the precision and control required to maintain such speed while driving in reverse. It took a lot of practice and nerves of steel to pull off this stunt, as even the slightest error could have led to disaster. Burner's achievement has drawn widespread attention, sparking curiosity and admiration among car enthusiasts and casual observers alike. Many people wonder what motivated him to attempt this unusual challenge. It highlights the adventurous spirit in motorsports and reminds us that sometimes the most unexpected actions can lead to remarkable achievements. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be inspired to try something daring too. Why exactly does a cat's tongue feel so rough? The answer lies in tiny structures called filiform papillae. These small spines are made of keratin, the same tough material found in human fingernails. Every member of the cat family, from your playful house cat to mighty lions, has these spines on their tongues. So, what do? Well, these rough textures serve a few important purposes. First, they help cats groom themselves effectively by removing dirt and loose fur. When a cat licks its coat, the papillae act like a natural brush, keeping their fur clean and untangled. Secondly, these spines assist in eating. When cats drink water, their tongues create a sort of scooping motion, thanks to the filiform papillae, allowing them to lap up liquid with ease. So next time you pet your cat, remember that their rough tongue is not just for show, it's a critical tool for their survival and hygiene. Did you know that all border collies descend from one dog? This remarkable canine, known as Old Hemp, was a game changer for the breed. Born in the late 19th century in England, Old Hemp is celebrated as the foundation of the exceptional herding capabilities that border collies are famous for today. As a working dog, he excelled at herding sheep, impressing farmers with his intelligence and skills. His lineage includes countless dogs across generations, making every border collie today a descendant of this extraordinary pup. This unique genetic history not only explains the breed's energetic nature and sharp instincts, but also showcases how closely knit the ancestry of canines can be. When you see a border collie in action, you're witnessing a legacy that started with old hemp. What an incredible story of nature's connection. Here's a wild fact about dogs' amazing abilities. Some dogs possess an extraordinary sense of smell that allows them to detect diseases like cancer and diabetes. This incredible talent means that these four-legged friends can sniff out health issues that might go unnoticed by humans. Think about it. While we rely on our doctors for checkups and lab tests, dogs are using their keen noses to offer an early warning system for serious conditions. Studies show that certain breeds, like bloodhounds and German shepherds, excel at this understanding. They can smell changes in our bodies, often sensing chemical changes associated with illness. With the right training, they can alert their owners or even medical professionals to health problems. Isn't it incredible that our furry companions can be life-saving allies with just their noses? What other hidden talents do dogs have? Is it really true that camels have 3 eyelids? Absolutely. These fascinating creatures have evolved this unique feature as a natural defense mechanism against sandstorms. In the harsh desert environments where they live, winds can whip up clouds of sand that irritate the eyes. To combat this, camels possess not 1, but 3 eyelids, 2 outer eyelids and a 3rd transparent eyelid that closes horizontally. This special eyelid acts almost like a windshield wiper, sweeping away sand and keeping their eyes safe and moist. Thanks to this remarkable adaptation, camels can easily navigate through their sandy habitats, remaining comfortable and unhindered during fierce storms. This remarkable resilience highlights how nature has equipped camels with the tools they need to survive and thrive in one of the harshest climates on Earth. Did you know that ancient Greeks viewed music as powerful? They believed that music could not only heal the soul, but also corrupt it. This fascinating perspective was rooted in their understanding of the effects music had on emotions and behavior. The Greeks associated different musical modes with specific feelings and moral lessons. For example, they thought that certain modes could inspire bravery, while others might evoke sadness or even lead to chaos. This belief system highlighted their view of music as a significant influence on both individual character and societal order. Great philosophers like Plato discussed how the right kind of music could shape the soul, guiding people toward virtue. So the next time you listen to your favorite song, remember that this ancient tradition recognized music's incredible power to impact our lives and emotions. What kind of effect does music have on you? Here's a wild fact about the largest iPhone ever. DIY and Mr. Who the Boss teamed up to create an astonishing 88-inch functional iPhone, and it's turning heads everywhere. This gigantic gadget boasts a stunning OLED touchscreen, which stretches across almost a whole wall, making it feel like you've stepped into the future. It even has multiple cameras, just like a regular iPhone, allowing for video calls and picture taking on a grand scale. However, there's a twist. Despite its iPhone-like appearance, this behemoth runs on an Android operating system. This collaboration not only shows the creativity of tech enthusiasts, but also raises questions about our obsession with smartphone sizes. Can something this large still be practical? Imagine using it for gaming, streaming, or video chatting with friends. It's a whole new experience. What do you think the future holds for smartphones? You won't believe this about Antarctica's wildlife. Antarctica stands out as the only continent completely devoid of snakes, lizards, and reptiles. This surprising absence is largely due to the continent's extreme cold temperatures and icy landscapes, which create a harsh environment unsuitable for these cold-blooded creatures. Unlike other regions where reptiles thrive, the brutal Antarctic climate means that these scaly animals simply can't survive. Even though reptiles are adaptable and can be found in various habitats around the world, they have never managed to establish themselves in Antarctica. Scientists study this unique aspect of the continent to understand how environmental factors influence animal populations. The frozen expanse primarily hosts resilient species like penguins and seals, which have adapted remarkably to the frigid conditions. So while you might expect to find reptiles in diverse ecosystems, Antarctica remains a fascinating exception. You won't believe this about your voice. Excess body weight can actually change the way you sound when you speak or sing. How does that happen? It's all about the vocal cords and airflow. When a person carries extra weight, it can affect the vibrations of the vocal cords, leading to differences in pitch and tone. This means that two people with different body weights may produce the same words but sound quite different. Researchers are diving into this intriguing connection between body composition and vocal quality, revealing insights that can be useful in fields like music and speech therapy. Imagine a singer's ability to hit high notes being impacted by their weight. This fascinating area of study helps us understand how our bodies influence our voices, making us think about the amazing complexity of human sound production. Isn't it amazing how something like excess weight can change how we communicate? Did you know the military once trained bats to bomb? During World War II, the U.S. military launched a unique project known as bat bombs, aiming to harness the natural instincts of bats for warfare. The idea was simple yet bizarre. Attach tiny bombs to the bats and release them over enemy territory. The military believed that once released, these bats would seek out dark places to roost, like buildings and other structures. Once the bats settled in, the bombs would detonate, creating chaos and destruction. This whimsical plan was the brainchild of a dentist named Lytle S. Adams, who proposed it after learning about bats' natural habits. Despite initial enthusiasm and some successful tests, the project faced numerous challenges. Many bats didn't return after being released, and the logistics of attaching explosives to the tiny creatures proved complicated. Ultimately, the project was abandoned, but it remains a fascinating example of military creativity during wartime. Imagine a squadron of bats flying through the night sky, carrying tiny bombs instead of seeds. Here's a wild fact about music videos. On August 1st, 1981, MTV changed the music scene forever by airing "Video Killed the Radio Star" by the Buggles as its very first music video. This moment was groundbreaking, as it marked the start of a new era where music was not just heard but also seen. With colorful visuals and creative storytelling, videos became essential for artists looking to reach broader audiences. The impact was huge. Suddenly, musicians could express their art visually and engage fans in ways that radio alone could not. This transformation helped pave the way for countless iconic videos and artists over the decades. Now we can't imagine music without visuals, from the stunning choreography of pop stars to the artistic flair of indie bands. So the next time you watch a music video, remember its epic journey began with a single song and a brand new TV channel. Believe it or not, Mississippi changed heart and lung transplants forever. In the 1960s, the state became a crucial location for medical history when the world's first heart and lung transplants were successfully carried out. These pioneering procedures represented major leaps forward in modern medicine, showcasing not just remarkable surgical skills, but also the creativity and determination of the medical team involved. Prior to these surgeries, organ transplantation was highly experimental and fraught with complications. The successful transplants in Mississippi opened up new possibilities for saving lives, inspiring further research and advancements in organ transplant techniques. These procedures emphasize the importance of organ donation and the critical need for improved methods to ensure that patients receive the life-saving organs they need. Today, thanks to the innovation sparked by those early surgeries, thousands of people receive transplants every year, transforming the landscape of healthcare across the globe. Isn't it amazing how a single state can shape such vital medical breakthroughs? Let's uncover the truth about smelly feet and cheese. Did you know that the same bacterium responsible for your stinky feet is also the one that gives certain cheeses their strong aroma? This bacterium, called Brevibacterium, thrives in warm, sweaty environments and loves to feast on the dead skin cells found on our feet. When it breaks down these cells, it releases compounds that create that distinct odor we all recognize. Interestingly, the same process occurs in some fermented cheeses, like Limburger, where Brevibacterium contributes to their pungent smell. This connection highlights a fascinating overlap between human hygiene and gourmet food. So, the next time you catch a whiff of smelly cheese, remember it's just a bacterial party, similar to the one happening in your shoes. Isn't it wild how nature links our everyday experiences in such unexpected ways? Can you believe Rocky Marciano never lost a match? This boxing legend holds an incredible record, finishing his career with 49 wins and no losses, a feat unmatched in the boxing world. Out of those 49 victories, a staggering 43 were by knockout, showcasing his powerful punches and relentless style. Marciano's journey began in the 1940s, rising through the ranks with sheer determination and hard work. His tenacity in the ring and unique fighting technique, characterized by his relentless approach and impressive stamina, set him apart from his contemporaries. Fans still admire his legacy today, as he remains a symbol of what it means to be an undefeated champion. His story goes beyond just numbers. It's about a fighter who overcame obstacles, gaining respect and adoration from boxing enthusiasts around the globe. Marciano's illustrious career has inspired countless athletes, reminding us that with grit and perseverance, reaching the pinnacle of success is possible. Will any modern boxer ever replicate his incredible achievement? Why exactly does the cheetah outrun the leopard? While many people might think leopards are the speed champions of the big cat family, it's actually the cheetah that takes the crown. Cheetahs can reach an astonishing speed of up to 70 miles per hour during short sprints, making them the fastest land animals on the planet. In contrast, leopards with their impressive agility can run at speeds of 35 to 40 miles per hour. But speed isn't everything. Leopards are exceptional climbers and prefer living in dense forests and rocky terrains, where their hunting skills truly shine. They use their strength and stealth to stalk prey, often ambushing them with a surprising burst of speed, rather than relying solely on long-distance running like cheetahs. So while leopards may not be the fastest, their climbing prowess and versatile hunting strategies make them fascinating creatures in their own right. Why do pen caps have tiny holes? This small design feature actually serves a life-saving purpose. Those little holes in the caps of some pens are there to prevent suffocation if someone accidentally swallows one. Imagine that. The idea is that if a cap gets lodged in a person's throat, the hole allows air to flow through, reducing the risk of suffocation while waiting for help. This clever design is especially important for children, who are naturally curious and might think that a colorful pen cap is a toy or snack. In fact, manufacturers have to comply with safety regulations that require these holes in certain pen designs. The next time you grab a pen, take a moment to appreciate this thoughtful detail that could make a big difference in an emergency. It's fascinating how something so small can be so crucial, isn't it? So next time you see a pen cap, remember it's not just for looks, it's a tiny guardian of safety. Here's a wild fact about Nathan Paulin's daring feat. In an incredible showcase of talent and bravery, Nathan Paulin amazed spectators by walking across a high wire suspended 68 meters above the stunning Barcelona skyline. This thrilling performance took place between the iconic Telefonica and General buildings, with the wire stretching an impressive 350 meters. As he stepped cautiously on the thin rope, the breathtaking views below only added to the tension and excitement. Crowds gathered, eyes wide with awe and a touch of fear, as Nathan demonstrated extraordinary balance and focus. This stunt wasn't just about the adrenaline rush. It highlighted the art of tightrope walking, a skill that requires immense practice and concentration. By crossing such heights, Nathan Paulin not only entertained onlookers but also inspired many to pursue their passions fearlessly. What amazing heights can he conquer next? Shockingly, your thumb matches your nose's length. It might seem hard to believe, but studies show there's a fascinating relationship between thumb and nose sizes. This quirky fact connects to the way our bodies are proportioned. For most people, if you measure your thumb from the base to the tip, you'll find it's roughly the same length as your nose, from the bridge to the tip. This symmetry is a part of human anatomy and reflects how our bodies grow in harmony. Researchers have wondered why this connection exists, and some even think it could relate to genetics and how we develop in the womb. This interesting fact can be a fun party trick to share, and it prompts many people to measure their own thumbs and noses to see if they match. So next time you're chatting with friends, why not challenge them to explore this unexpected similarity? It's a simple yet entertaining way to remind us how uniquely connected our bodies can be. This might surprise you. Great Wall of China is invisible. Contrary to what many people think, the Great Wall of China isn't visible from the moon with the naked eye. This myth has been busted by astronauts who have peered down at Earth from space. When you're up there, Earth's terrain looks vast and complex, and man-made structures like the Great Wall simply blend in with the surrounding landscape. The wall stretches over 13,000 miles, but its materials and colors often match with natural features, making it hard to distinguish from that height. Instead of seeing the wall, astronauts have reported viewing cities and other large structures that stand out more prominently. So while it may be one of the most iconic human achievements, the Great Wall doesn't hold the title of a space-visible wonder. Next time someone mentions this myth, you can share the truth. Surprisingly, it's a fact that monkeys use tools. Certain species, including capuchins and macaques, have been using stone tools for thousands of years, which showcases their incredible intelligence. These clever primates don't just bang stones together randomly. They've been observed cracking open nuts, scraping food, and even using tools to fish for insects in tree bark. This behavior represents a remarkable form of primitive technology, making them some of the only non-human animals known to craft and use tools with purpose. Scientists are fascinated by this because it hints at the potential for these monkeys to advance their skills. If current trends continue, who knows? These primates might develop increasingly complex techniques, approaching the levels of early human tool-making. As they tackle new challenges in their environment, are we witnessing a glimpse of evolution in action? The possibility certainly sparks excitement and curiosity in the fields of anthropology and animal behavior. Guess what ladybugs do when they're in danger? When threatened, these charming little insects can actually bleed from their knees. This unusual response is called reflex bleeding, and it releases a stinky yellow fluid that deters predators. Imagine being a hungry bird or another insect and suddenly being hit with a foul smell. Yikes! The bright red and black colors of ladybugs aren't just for show. They serve as a warning to potential attackers, signaling that they can be toxic. This unique combination of vibrant coloration and their ability to bleed helps them survive in the wild. Ladybugs have learned to embrace this clever defense strategy, showcasing how nature equips creatures with the tools they need to thrive. So the next time you spot a ladybug crawling by, remember that its cuteness might come with a hidden superpower. Isn't nature fascinating? Ever thought about why buttons are so fascinating? Buttons boast a captivating history that stretches back thousands of years. The earliest buttons were discovered in ancient Egyptian archaeological sites, crafted from materials like stone, bone, and ivory. Initially, these small items served primarily as decorative ornaments, showcasing wealth and status. However, as fashion evolved, buttons transformed into essential functional accessories, elegantly securing garments and allowing for better fitting. This revolution in clothing design changed how people dressed, making outfits more practical and stylish. The ingenious design of buttons also inspired countless variations, including the snap button and the toggle, each adding unique flair to our wardrobes. Today, we hardly notice how much we rely on buttons, whether they're fastening our favorite jacket or adding a pop of color to our shirts. Isn't it amazing how such a small object has played a huge role in fashion throughout history? Did you know bees hatch ready for the skies? Unlike many animals, bees emerge from their cells fully formed and flight-ready. This is a fascinating part of their life cycle, where the magic of metamorphosis happens right inside the hive. Once a bee is born, it doesn't need to crawl awkwardly or go through clumsy adolescent stages. Instead, it unfurls its wings and takes to the air almost immediately, making the most of its time by pollinating flowers and collecting nectar. This rapid transition is crucial for the colony's survival, as worker bees take on several responsibilities like foraging for food, caring for larvae, and defending their hive. Bees embody efficiency in nature. By being ready to fly as soon as they leave their cells, they join the bustling hive community without delay. Isn't it incredible how such small creatures manage to be so perfectly adapted to their roles? Surprisingly, it's a fact that migraines can be painless. Known as silent migraines, these episodes may not hurt at all, yet they can bring about unusual symptoms that catch people off guard. Imagine dealing with flashes of light or bizarre visual disturbances that feel almost like a hallucinatory experience. While many think of migraines as intense headaches, silent migraines show that there's more complexity involved. This type of migraine often occurs without the pulsing pain typical of a regular migraine, making it easy to overlook. Typically, individuals experiencing silent migraines might notice patterns in their vision, such as zigzag lines or spots that disrupt their sight for up to an hour. These visual symptoms can be alarming and disorienting, but understanding what silent migraines are can help mitigate fear and anxiety. So what should you do if you think you might have silent migraines? Have you ever wondered why the Leaning Tower leans? This iconic structure in Pisa, Italy, wasn't meant to tilt at all. During its construction in the 12th century, builders soon discovered that their foundation was poorly designed, made from soft clay, sand, and even shells. This unstable mix couldn't hold the weight of the heavy marble they were using, which caused the tower to start tilting as the ground shifted over time. As the tilt became more pronounced, various attempts were made to stabilize the tower. Engineers have tried everything from adding counterweights to removing soil from one side of the foundation to prevent collapse. Remarkably, today's careful engineering keeps the famous lean intact while ensuring the structure remains safe for visitors. It has become a beloved global symbol, attracting millions who come to marvel at its peculiar stance. The Leaning Tower of Pisa teaches us lessons in engineering and history while reminding us of the importance of a good foundation.